What's up, everybody? It is Ron. It is the 7th of December, 2025. Again, I'm trying to keep warm. Visiting a place that because I don't have a home, so I have to go to various places to come out of a situation because of diabolical people. Anyway, I was reflecting about that brother figure that had me illegally evicted, the same one that made us move to a one-bedroom apartment where he so graciously said, yeah, I'll let you have that room because you're the one paying the bills and you have to go to work and you're a female, right? In this particular unit, it was owned by Kaiser Realty. Yes, I'm saying your name. Because you conspired with my family. As a matter of fact, and when I say this, it is my belief that they got what they deserve. Now, Miss Kaiser, she passed away from brain cancer. I wonder how her husband is doing currently. Anyway, on our lease, it was forbidden for us to go up in the crawl space of this condo because it had a big crawl space where you could literally stand upright unless you're 6 feet, more than 6 feet. So we would hear the people walking in our crawl space, using that energy weapon. But my ancestors today and my spirit guides brought to my attention that it was all designed. That while I thought my brother and I were being attacked by the energy weapon, he wanted me singled out in that room. The same one who told me to go get the weather blanket that you use for camping that kind of looks like aluminum foil. He said, well, if you use that, it'll reflect that energy weapon off of you. And trust in my brother who went to the military, right? Not thinking for myself at that time. Shame on me. I forgive myself for that. But how many of you know if something looks like aluminum foil and the energy weapon acts like a microwave, it penetrates heat. So, in my opinion, now, that aluminum blanket that you use for camping, it looks like aluminum foil, but it's like a blanket that people take for camping for the weather to keep either cool or warm, right? Or to reflect the sun off by chance. But I believe with that energy weapon, it did the opposite. But by the grace and mercy of God, I'm still here because I believe he was in that apartment maybe 2016, 2015, somewhere along in that area. And Kaiser's, they have a realtor company in Brevard County. So, if she was so adamant about do not open that crawl space when I can clearly hear someone above my bedding, someone who's pointing an energy weapon at me and laughing, I can hear them laughing, using it. You should be held accountable for attempted murder. Anyone who sent you who knew about it, you should be charged with attempted murder. Because really, I should be dead. I should be out of my mind like you continually try to do to me. But mind you, people, I didn't know it was my family that hated me and that was initiating all of this, getting paid by our government to attack me, as well as them and others. That is attempted murder. Just as this living in this freezing car without any assistance, anyone paying attention to my ask of you as a law enforcer to enforce impunities against a person who is attacking another person, who is unable to protect herself from this many people, who is unable to afford a hotel, who knows that her life is too important to be in a shelter because of the organized criminal gang stalking and the following, the excessiveness of following and attacks. I'm telling you, if there is ever a day in court, my mind is fixated on that energy weapon, that you were fixated, focusing on my kidneys. Yeah. So, again, what did Miss Kaiser know now that she's in a grave? She knew about it. That's why she didn't want me to go up in the attic. That's why she was very adamant about it. And Randy knew he was not being attacked by that energy weapon out there in the living area. Only I was, while I was trying to sleep and rest to go into work, and then to be greeted by aggression from a gorilla at work, a supervisor who I believe was sleeping with my ex-husband. But guess what? I don't care. But what I do remember is you, supervisor, coming around to me, so I gotta go be tested to see if I got HIV, because there was a party I went to at our supervisor house, and when you woke up you were naked. So that sounds like one of y'all orgies, your initiation. But John Henry Williams too, so if you slept with him too, trying to siphon my energy, because that's what y'all do. You want to, whoever I'm sleeping with, you want to sleep with them too, so you can pull my energy from them. Well, I hope you pull the HIV and everything else that they have, demons and all of that too, ho. Because not only was I being attacked by the energy weapon at my residence, it also started at my workplace when they started to transform the office space and put up dividers around the desk. Because when I initially started at our desk, we could see each co-worker at their desk, but they wanted to put up podiums to block off what they were doing in secret. And now, isn't that right, Jocelyn Scott? And anyway, what I know is that alone is an attempt on someone's life. And if you could use it on me, I am sure you were using it on other people. Especially since y'all have a human lottery scheme going on. And it was a lot of people dropping, coming up deceased. I wonder why. Did they not know that an energy weapon was being used on them by chance? Especially that black lady, I can't think her name, but they say, oh, she always smiled. A dark-skinned lady. They said she just dropped dead. I wonder, did the energy weapon do something to her brain? Did it stop? Or maybe she's still alive. I don't know, because, she could be a part of the scheme to get a life insurance payout, too. I don't know. Because I don't really know her. I've seen her around town. But it was like shocking she just out of a sudden dropped dead. And then there was a person that Jocelyn took favor to that said, I forget his name, but he was a heavy-set man that worked at SCAT, and he passed away. Or did he pass away? Is he still living? Could be. But she said, he shared a very interesting information to me. He said he don't like banks. He preferred to have a safe at his house or bury it somewhere. Is that what you did with the life insurance money that you stole? That pertains to me with my middle child, Jocelyn. Along with you, Sandra. Is that why your mango tree started dying? Because you got paperwork that pertains to me hidden in your yard? Or maybe you put something of mine in your yard trying to hex me and it's cursing your fruit trees. The lemon tree you used to have, it went sour and died. Or you just didn't want it because you say you can't tolerate citrus fruit. I think, all of y'all have a mental problem. To sit there and want to sit and watch somebody. I mean, you retired. And I asked you one time, well, dang, you retired and you seem like you're sicker than when you were working. Because you're doing dirt behind the scenes. Continue to get sick and die. I said what I said. Continue to get sick and die because you are a liar. You're a thief. You're a robber of my time, my money, my dreams. I want you to die, Sandra. If you are sick, I want you to die. Did you hear me? Do I need to say it again? You didn't mean me any good. You didn't mean a whole lot of people any good, because I'm sure I'm not the first sacrifice that you are trying to sacrifice. You and the others putting that energy weapon on me. We had that Kaiser apartment for 6 months, and we didn't renew the lease, and then we moved to Dixon Boulevard. So 6 months of an energy weapon directed on you. You're tired from your work day. They don't do it right when you get in your bed and go to sleep. They do it when you're already asleep. So if you're tired, and then that thing drains your vitamins, it just drains you. My eyes were bloodshot red. So if they were lying and taking pictures of me, saying that I was on drugs when I don't do drugs, it would appear to be as if they were telling the truth, because my eyes were bloodshot red from that energy weapon. Yet I'm still here in 2025, and you still don't get it to leave me alone. That's why I want you all to die. For attacking me for no damn reason but greed. All of you can go straight to hell. Period. And you, Randy, you can stay up out of my energy too. Whatever you were doing when we were trying to look for an apartment, and you took my driver's license and you did whatever it was you were doing, and then you wanted to purchase that copier fax machine, whatever you were faxing out using my information while I'm at work, you have motive, and you had the time, because I'm at my job for 9 hours because I got to be there before my shift, so I'm out of the house for at least 9 hours. So you had time when we was living on Merritt Island to rummage through my things, to make deals at the post office where I don't get my important mail. Then you had the audacity to say, let's get a P.O. box. So that way you can really control it, because you knew the person that you already spoke to at the post office to reroute my mail to Sandra. And Sandra, y'all live in a house, but yet you have a P.O. box too. I know it's not uncommon, but it's something to that, because your P.O. box is linked to my P.O. box being redirected, my mail being redirected to your P.O. box. So it never comes directly to your house. See, you ain't smarter than this 10th grader who took the GED, bitch. Anyway, I wish the investigators would pick y'all up from your house. I am so over this situation, living from a car when all you thugs are trying to steal something from me. Half of you I don't even know, and the ones that I do know, I don't no longer want to know. You can kiss my entire, you know what, but I don't want your lips to touch me, your hands either. You can just go straight to hell. And I'm talking about the ground open up, you're in a casket, bye. Or this judicial system can get you on attempted murder with the energy weapon alone. Not to mention the poisoning, Randy. John, the poisoning of my food, my water. Randy, the cutting of my hair when my right side went paralyzed. And then you say, leave your door cracked, because I typically, y'all, would close my door and lock it. But because I wasn't feeling well and I was paralyzed of my lower torso, not knowing that my family was my biggest haters, he came in and cut my hair. So everybody, I guess, got a piece of my hair to start a voodoo doll. Thank you, ancestors. You took care of one person one person that I can think of with cancer. You can do that again with all these thugs. My life is very important, even if you don't fucking think so. Period. And that does anger me, authorities. I'm sorry, YouTube, for using such language. Anyway, I want y'all arrested. And still yet today, you still running your suck jaw muscles trying to see how you can come over here and hurt me. When I left Florida, although I don't want to be here in no freaking snow, unable to take care of myself because y'all stole something from me. You need to be picked up about that too, you lying SOBs. Anyway, Randy, why is it that when we was at Jason's apartment, you didn't want them to do a background check on you? Because, you know, you were very adamant. You was like, no, I'm not doing it. I don't have to. And then we were made to move again. We were moving like every year. How can you save money or establish a good credit? Although my credit was good, but that would throw my credit off too and not allow me to see the others who were using my credit, buying cars or renting apartments. Danielle, was your black Kia in my name? Was your apartment in my name? Anyway, everything comes to the light, doesn't it? Prosecution need to come to the light. My vindication and my justice in the return of my things need to come to the light. Because I am very adamant. Don't come to me with no damn sorry, because I don't want to hear it. I want some handcuffs on your ass. And I want attempted murder charges on all of you. Because this, sleeping in this car while you holding up my justice, is attempted murder too. Deny me resources. I can't even go to a medical establishment without you following me, taking my blood samples, doing God knows what. So thank God I am fairly healthy, I do believe. Although I do, like I say, this cold weather is messing with my back. Maybe it's from those orchestrated accidents y'all had me in, and y'all got paid for it. I want my things, and I want you people to get as far as away from me as the moon and the sun is, as far as we are from the Creator. Because he said you will never see him until you leave this body. That's how far I want you all to get the fuck away from me. And I'm talking about all of you. You low-life cunts.